Warm greetings to everyone. Welcome to a space where imagination meets no boundaries and talent finds its true voice. Welcome to No Wall Senior, a platform designed to showcase the passion, intellectual depth, and creative brilliance of our students. Talent Table. To open our program with a grace and incredible focus, we have a unique performance. Mahalakshmi from grade 8 performing Bharatanatyam while balancing a book on her head. Shared Shelf. Reading is the key to personal growth. Next in our Shared Shelf segment, Prabhakaran of grade 9 will share insights from the book The Art of Laziness by Aditi, exploring how to overcome procrastination.
Greetings everyone, I am Prabhakaran from grade 9. Today I want to discuss a book that sounds like a paradox but is actually a lifeline. The Art of Laziness, written by Aditi. Most of us live in a world that equates busy with success. Yet we often feel like we are running on a treadmill. This book challenges the hustle culture by suggesting that true productivity isn't about doing more but about doing what matters. The core message is simple: stop wasting energy on tasks that don't move the needle in your life. The author provides practical tips on overcoming procrastination by breaking giant goals into micro steps. By doing this, we bypass the fear and resistance that usually keep us glued to the couch. The book also emphasizes the importance of mental clarity and the need for intentional rest. This isn't a reward for finishing your work, it is a fuel that makes your work possible. Instead of being slave to your to-do list, the book invites you to become an architect of your time. One of the most profound takeaway is the idea of mindful living, being present rather than just being busy. It tells us that if we don't choose our priorities, someone else will choose them for us. This proves that you can achieve your own dreams without sacrificing your mental health or happiness. In conclusion, let's stop glorifying the grind and start the art of being effective.
Spotlight. It's time to shine the spotlight on athletic achievement. We are proud to feature Chadurya of grade 8 who has won national level yoga competition. Cartoon Corner. Art takes many forms, and today Bhavyashree of grade 9 shows us how words themselves can become a visual masterpiece. Zero to Hero. Our Zero to Hero segment highlights those making a real world impact. Today, Chemistry of Grade 9 will enlighten us on the life of Dr. Vandana Shiva, a great leader of Chipko movement and champion for environmental activism.
Hi, I'm Hemishri of Class 9 here to introduce Zero to Hero. Dr. Vandana Shiva, a world renowned environmental activist and a powerful voice for ecological justice, often called Gandhi of Grain, she has spent her life defending the earth biodiversity and the rights for small farmers. Dr. Shiva's journey is deeply rooted in the Chipko movement of 1970s. She was inspired by the village women in the Himalayas who hugged trees. The grassroots resistance taught her that the nature is not a resource to be exploited but a living system to be protected. She realized early that the health of the planet is inseparable from the way we grow our food. To combat the rise of industrial monopoly, she founded Navadanya, an organization dedicated to seed freedom and organic farming. Seed bank, she ensured that traditional crops remains in the hands of people rather than corporation. Her philosophy, often termed ecofeminism, highlighting the unique role women play in preserving ecosystem and sustainable practices. Through her tireless advocacy, she has reminded us that we are not separate from the earth, we are part of it. Her work serves as a shield against environmental destruction and a roadmap for greener, fairer future. Let us draw inspiration from her courage to protect our soil, our seed, and our soul. Thank you.
Campus Voice by Ashwin of Grade 9.
I am advocating for one fixed period every week dedicated to entirely to passion exploration. Why 1 hour matters. Think of this as a creative hub, this 1 hour as a creative hub or passion hour. During this hour, the creative takes place in the morning. During this time, the interstate precision stands aside. If the students loves the ivory work or class designing, if they can spend the hour with the needle and a frame. If they find the rhythm in music, that hour belongs to the charts and melodies. Vocational training is just be learning. It's about finding a trade where we give space to children, they find the space. We turn the work into purpose. The bridge to professionalism. Student who master the cloth, they can spend the hour with the frame and a needle. Let's do is the great work is to love what you do. Let's stop waiting for the weekend for our students to pursue their passions. Let's bring those passions into the classroom, 1 hour at a time, and watch how it transforms their dedication into vocational career. Thank you.
Movies to Move. A journey that stays with us even after the screen fades to black. Let's take a section in
Explores deeper ideas like social behavior, personal freedom, and respecting others' choices. The film uses close up shots of face and food expressions to make the film more real and personal. At a certain point, the customer gets frustrated and it leads to a small accident. The short duration of the film are used effectively. Every second adds meaning to the story. The ending makes the viewer to feel and think about the film and it stays in their mind even after the film ends. Overall, the film shows even everyday small situation can reveal bigger human emotions and conflicts. Thank you.
Mind Duel. It's time for some intellectual discussion. In today's Mind Duel, our participants will be debating about a crucial social concept equity versus equality.
Today, Mind Duel is about equality and equity. Equality ensures that every person is a subject to the exact same rules and standards. This prevents any form of bias, favoritism, or special treatment that would undermine the integrity of our legal and social system.
Equity is about fixing a system rather than just managing it. By providing specific tools such as Braille for blind peoples or expanding more funds to rural schools to remove hurdles that prevent talent from shining.
When we treat everyone equal, the success will be determined by individual effort and talent. This encourages the people to work harder, knowing that they reward. based on their performance rather than their background.
Equality only works if everyone starts from the same position. Equality recognizes that historical, economic, and physical barriers exist and it addresses support to ensure everyone has a genuine chance to reach their finish line.
Implementing a one size fits all policy is transparent and easy to manage. When resources are distributed identically, there is no room for administrative errors or subjective judgment on who deserves more help.
A goal for a fair society is about giving opportunity to all for succeed in life. So everyone should get the support at all levels to shine in their field. A life of dignity and opportunity to all is needed to everyone.
Providing identical opportunities to everyone. So, if social division, if some groups receive more than others, it can be led to unfairness and friction between the other communities.
Instead of wasting resources by giving them to people who does not need them, equality directs help to where it will have the more impact. This ensures that the most valuable members of society are not left behind by a rigid system.
To conclude the discussions on equality versus equity, we must recognize both the concepts are essential pillars for functioning society. One ensure the justice and other ensure the balance. For a balanced approach is a key for a truly fair society. Thank you.
Podcast.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi,
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
nice to meet you too.
How are you, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm good.
So much privilege to have your presence here, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is J. Farah Fatima from class grade 11. So, today we are honored to host Ma'am Bhuvaneshwari, the principal of SKB Vidyashram School. From her humble beginning to creating an inclusive heaven that embraces children of all abilities. Her journey is a true testimony to the power of passion and resilience. So, ma'am, what inspired you to choose this career?
Actually, I'm love to be with children. So basically, when we train adults, so we won't get that kind of satisfaction shaping them or molding them. But molding a young mind, young learners, it is a kind of divine satisfaction. So I am very happy to be a part of SKV Vidyashram, shaping and molding young learners and making their future so colorful and bright.
Wow, that's really nice, ma'am. Thank you so much. Can you share an experience when you made a student's life change?
Life change, I cannot say life change, but one thing what I used to say with children, so just keep moving, just keep going on. So you can do it. These words, these affirmations make it small changes in young learners. So when I was a teacher, before being a principal, so when I was a teacher, I was handling grade 1. So during that time, a slow learner in my class, she was struggling to cope up. The word which I used to say every time, you can do it, you can do it. And now she has completed 12th grade.
Wow.
So last year she completed a 12th grade and with good marks. Parent called me. I was very surprised because I lost touch with them. The parent called and told me, ma'am, the word which you said in our first grade, she took it and she has succeeded in our school.
Wow, ma'am, that's really inspiring. And she did it, ma'am.
Yeah.
Now, if your life as a young teacher has been taken as a movie, what would its title be, ma'am?
Movie. Okay. So, be yourself, love yourself.
Nice, really great title, suitable. You have built an environment of inclusion. So, how do you define the success, ma'am? Is it through the academic outcomes, social integration, or there's a specific new definition to the result, ma'am?
Inclusion, the term inclusion, actually, truly, when I talk about inclusion, I should thank our founder director, Dr. Manjupriya ma'am. So, whose whole background or backbone for SKB Vidyashram School. So, she started the school as an inclusive school in 2014, and till date, we are successfully taking forward. They have abilities in different ways.
Yeah, sure.
So, to understand that, we are giving parent orientations also, and we are training the children in Not only in academics, we are training them to have a social interaction, social development, emotional development. We are focusing on all the areas where they can be self sufficient, and when they step out from the school, they should be independent, and the parents should feel happy of being a special need mom or a father.
Wow, that's really great, really super, ma'am. Now, if you could just leave a one piece of advice for a young student who's starting to build their own dream, what it would be?
For any student, nowadays student doesn't like advice. So, but still, to give a piece of advice, the students, they need to be very curious and focused, and
Sure.
do lot of uh, explorations. They explore. When you explore, you gain a lot. So do explore and good things, so that it will lead you to the next level of growth. So be curious, learn new things, and explore new things, and it will take you to success.
Sure, ma'am. We will just do how you said. So, thank you so much, ma'am. We will surely do what you have said now. And it was really an inspiring section. Thank you for your presence. We will always be grateful to you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Too much pressure, too many thoughts. Don't worry. This is your moment to relax and refresh. Now, Stress Buster.
விதவிதமாய் வித்தியாசமாய் அழகழகாய் அற்புதமாய் நிஜ நிஜமாய்
ரெண்டே ரெண்டு பேருக்கு நடுவுல தான் போட்டியே.
As we draw this session to a close, it's time to express our gratitude to our participants and special thanks to our program coordinator, Ma'am Charupriya. And this is MC Ma'am Charupriya signing off. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Little Flower Kundratur.